last home workout. It was actually one of our most views we've ever had. So we decided to do it again, but this time I'm gonna switch it up slightly. I have some guys joining me. This is my manager, Matt.
Hey everyone.
He loves being in front of the camera. And this is Kevin, who this is my trainer. He is responsible for making me really strong and buff. And so he's gonna be helping us guide this workout. And what I really love about home workouts is you can do it at home. You don't need to go to a gym to achieve this. You just need a handful of really amazing workout pieces to help you get your workout in. So I'm gonna see if you guys have any of these first. If you have a band, go get your bands. If you have dumbbells, go get your dumbbells. If you have a jump rope, grab a jump rope. A yoga mat. Let's see, we've got, let me show you what kind of bands we have, just so you know. We've got our workout bands like these, you're gonna need those. Our ankle weights, or you can put them on the wrist. I'll be putting them on my wrist today. And then a few other products that are in my shop for a post-workout, if you need it. We've got a foam roller, maybe some Epsom salts to soak in after, some protein shakes, a Ninja little, little bullet thing for your protein shakes after. So we're gonna get started. This is gonna be really, really fun. It's gonna be hard. We're already sweating because we've already done a few rounds of this. So we're gonna take you through our last round. And don't forget, once you see this, you can always go back to my page and do this workout again. So let's get started, you guys. We're gonna start off with a warm-up, right?
Yep, I'm gonna put these guys through a warm-up. The first thing we're gonna do is called a split jack. Essentially, we're just trying to get the heart rate going. So I'm gonna ask these guys, almost like a jumping jack, just go wide, like this. Wide with the feet, go ahead, guys.
Okay.
We'll go 20 of them, right? So you just light on the feet, go wide, getting that stretch in the chest. And as we do this, we should be getting our heart rate up. When we're done with 20 split jacks, we're gonna be stationary on this next one. It's gonna be heel to toe, right? I'll give you a side view, heel to toe, just hinge at the hips, swoop that heel, and then you just alternate, right? Let's go 5 each leg. You should feel a good old stretch on the hamstring, the back of your leg. We can stay pretty active and fast on this one. Only holding that stretch for about a second. When we're done with heel to toe, we'll go a knee hug. Keeping our posture tall, grab that knee, hug it up. You're gonna focus on planting that glute into the ground, keeping the posture tall, right? 5 each leg. Again, you should feel the hamstring stretch on this one. 5 each leg.
Should I do the side for them so you see one front, one side?
Side is good, yeah. Notice when Jessie hugs the knee, she's thinking about that planted leg just driving through the ground with that. And on the next one, it's called a figure 4. We're gonna grab the ankle. Keep that posture tall. You're gonna feel a stretch right on the outside of that hip, on the glute. Make sure we are not slouching or reaching down. Bring that heel right up and keep the balance. 5 each leg. When we're done, we're gonna be stationary again. And we'll just go 5 quick taps, that same movement, right? This one's easy peasy. And then I'm gonna have both of you guys face me when we're done. This is called a 4-way stretch. When we reach up, we're gonna get those lats stretched first. The second stretch is we're gonna hinge, reach out again, get the lats, and then we drop down and touch the toes. That's our third stretch. Then we stand up for our fourth, and we kick it 1, 2, just like that. Let's go 5 of them. So reach, sit back into a hinge, get the hamstrings, touch the toes, stand up, kick it twice. That's 2. We'll go 5 reps, right back to it, yeah. We should be getting the lat stretch, right? That muscle right under the armpit on the stretch 1 and stretch 2. We should be feeling that lat stretch. So they're gonna go 5 reps. When we're done, we're gonna go to a push-up position. Okay?
It's the last one.
Last one. I hope they stay in the camera on this one.
Okay.
So a push-up position is called a T-spine rotation, referring to the thoracic spine, the middle of your back, right? So a push-up position, we're gonna bring that foot to the outside of the hand, inside hand rotates, and we'll go just 4 each way on this one, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, this one yet.
Yep, inside hand. So your hands are gonna stay there the whole time. It's just your feet alternating. Take your time with this, because if you got tight hips like Matt over here, you're gonna struggle to get that hand, or excuse me, the foot to the hand, right? So just take your time with it. Bring that foot to the hand, kind of let your hips sink into it. And then it's your inside hand, right hand in this case, Jessie, up.
Woo.
Inside hand is the one that rotates and your eyes follow it. Eyes follow. Right? So they kept it a pretty good pace there. When we're done, we're gonna do what's called the bird dog. We're gonna go back to our knees and palms. This is great for your core and low back. If we get an all fours right now, guys, we're gonna do an alternating extend with the arm and legs, and then bring it back to the middle, right?
So for those that can't see, I'm gonna back up and do this eye
There we go,
face.
good, yeah.
Okay.
So when she does that, she's wanting to shoot that leg straight back, and once the two limbs are extended, we're gonna meet in the middle, okay? Take your time, work each range of motion.
This is just a warm-up, you guys.
I always say if you're not sweating by the end of the warm-up, you're probably
Not doing it right.
you're probably not doing it right, honestly. So 8 each way on that. When they're done, they're gonna stand up. I'm gonna give them a plyometric, some sort of easy jump. We're gonna do pogo jumps in place. A pogo jump, you guys all seen pogo sticks. Just kind of emulate that right here. Jumping for height, go 20 of them, go ahead.
Woo!
Again, that's another way to get the heart rate up. The last thing I'm gonna have them end with, and then we'll get cruising, are 5 tension squats, right? Notice I said tension. They immediately clasp the hands and they create tension up here and on the big toe. They hammer that big toe down and create a strong arch. That's why I say 5 tension squats.
Squeeze as hard as you can.
When you squeeze, your chest turns on, your lats turn on, and then again that arch. We want to activate all of that. Good, the warm-up is done. Matt's gonna grab the 20-pound dumbbells and we'll bring them to us, yep. Jessie is going to go with the 9s.
Okay.
Essentially the women, if you're a guy watching this, you guys should be maybe at the 20 or 25 pound range. Women out there, let's grab the 10 pound range, right? Because here's what we're gonna do. It's a split squat iso, meaning we just split squat like this. We go down and hold for 15 seconds. When you're done, we're gonna go straight up and down after that for 10 reps, right?
Yep. Those asking about my shoes, you guys know I have bunion problems. So they have my Skechers locked in. These are the most comfortable shoes. Just so you see, there's lots of space. And it's perfect for people like me. They're always on my feet. That's why nurses wear them, doctors wear them, older people because they're very comfortable. So just want to answer that question. Okay. I love
Gotta
them.
get the shoes in there.
I love them.
I get it.
Yes.
So hey, let's, for the sake of looking the same, let's take a step forward. The right foot is going out, and the left foot is back. And they're just gonna drop down that back knee, to dropping down. If you can't see it, guys, essentially what we're going for, you go ahead, we're going 15 seconds, we're going. Essentially what we're going for, guys, is 90 degrees with both legs, the front and back. Matt's shaking already, right? That's a good sign.
Woo!
He got done working out, so he's feeling it. 5 seconds. And then we're gonna rep it. Our feet stay there in 3, 2, 1, and we go up and down for 10 reps.
Oh my God! Okay.
A big cue on this, guys, is when you do a split squat on reps, try not to push back. It's just like an elevator, straight up and down. 10 reps, and then we switch it.
We have a question. When is the best workout to get a bubble butt? This is what I ask him every day. I'm like, what can we do to make my butt juicier? He's like, we're doing it.
There is no such thing as the best, right? That's very subjective on it. It could be a long-winded answer, I'll say. The other leg going forward, I'll talk to you when they get going on this. 15 seconds, go ahead. So in Matt's case, he struggles with single leg work, so we do a lot of bilateral stuff where 2 feet are on the ground, deadlift, squats, RDLs. Jessie does pretty well. Go ahead, guys, 10 reps.
Woo!
She does well on single leg, so it's all about just mixing it up, the rep ranges, the exercise, and just getting strong on it, simply.
This is good for the butt?
This is good for the butt.
That's what they want to know.
That's what they want to know. Good, when we're done, dump the weights to the side. We're gonna be on all fours again, knees and palms, knees and palms, knees and palms. We're doing a bear plank, right?
Let me tilt this down just ever so slightly. There we go.
So the legs should feel that burn right now. We're gonna kind of turn it up with this even, right? So we're gonna go hands straight underneath the shoulders, knees stacked under the hips, and we're gonna lift those knees an inch. It's called a bear plank. We're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. We're going. So if this is too easy for you, we can turn it into a single arm bear plank, right? And we just hold it for 15 and switch.
Or taps.
Or taps, right? They got 15 seconds. In 10 seconds, and we're gonna grab our yoga mats when we're done. We got our yoga mats. At home, you guys can grab our yoga mats. They got a mat here. 3, 2, 1. That's good. I'm gonna give them something a little bit easier, something we can actively recover with. On our backs, we don't need the mats.
Okay.
We're good.
If you have a mat, get your mat. These are
Yeah.
kind of soft.
We're gonna go into alternating leg lifts, right? So our hands are across our chest, right? We're gonna lift the head and shoulders up. Try to have no space in that low back. Jessie sometimes has an issue with that one.
I got a bad back.
Yeah, so one leg at 6 inches, other leg at 45 degrees, and we're lifting the head and shoulders up as our starting position, and then we just alternate, right?
This is so good for my diastasis recti.
Keep that 360-degree pressure. We want that nice and sturdy, right? I should hear a little bit of that breathing as we do this. 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Matt used a good tactical and asked how many questions so he could stop.
I know all the tricks.
I see what you did there,
He knows
Matt.
the tricks.
5 seconds. 3, 2, done. Take a breather. That's what I call one superset, right? One working set.
While we take a breather, let's ask some questions. What do we got?
Brittany's asking what pound weights you're using.
So, I am using 9, but I usually go from, depends on what we're doing, but from anywhere from 9 to 20 pounds. But there's certain workouts that we'll do, I'll use like 5s and 7s if they're like these guys. Great.
Jessie works with the barbell a lot. I know that's not in the program today, but that's one way to increase the weight and stimulate your body in a different way. But barbell is a good work if you can build up to that.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot though. How's everyone feeling? Are we feeling good? Are you doing this with us or are you just watching? I need to know.
We've got some new followers.
All right, more people following.
Alex K, Don, Joe, Frederick.
All right.
Someone's asking about your set that you're wearing.
Oh, this is from Lilius. I really like this one. It really pulls everything in, really good support, and it makes your butt look really juicy, so that gives me confidence. All right, are we doing another?
We're back to it. Normally I go 3 sets. We can do 3 sets today just to show them how we do it. Ideally, we can maybe try to go up in weight if you guys felt like that was too easy,
Yep.
or modify, whatever you got to do. We'll run through that same thing again.
So we should do each thing twice.
Got it, yep.
That
We'll
way
move on.
we
Yep.
can keep going.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So we'll grab our 9-pound weights for Jessie. Matt's going with the 20s again. If I'm going to correct Matt a little bit, I'm going to shoot for more 90-90 with him. He was a little high last time.
All right.
He said, give me a break. I just got done with legs. Here we go. Let's do it. Grab our split squat stance. Go ahead. And then we're going to drop that knee. Think 90 degrees, right? 15-second holds and then 10 reps. Go ahead.
Let's say these products are not that expensive, you guys, and it is an investment.
10 reps.
Your body is an investment. So this is one of those things you're not going to feel guilty about purchasing. The only guilt you'll feel is if you see it sitting in the corner collecting dust and you're not using it. So this is a good guilt. Grab these things in the shop. You're not going to regret it. They're so good for you. It's going to inspire you,
Switch legs.
encourage you.
15
Today
seconds.
is the day. No more excuses. That used to happen to me all the time. Like, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Or I'll start the next day. You start now. Start right now. You are not going to regret really taking care of your body and your health.
10 reps, go ahead. Guys, and I'll say with Jessie too, we started working together in January, and she's been doing the weight training just in terms of mood swings and just enhanced energy. That's one thing I've really noticed with her, that the confidence and just...
Mood swings?
Well, like mood swings in a positive way. I know, you know what I mean?
Like, I didn't like working out is what you're saying.
She looked at me, she's like, are you nuts?
I just didn't like working out before. I would come in and be like, I don't want to do this. This is miserable.
And you could probably argue you don't love it, but
I
you
don't
do
love
it.
this at all. I'm never going to lie and say I like it. I do not enjoy this. But
she does it.
But I do it. I don't do it begrudgingly anymore. I used to do it begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Now I do it and I'm like, it's like brushing your teeth. You gotta do it.
She doesn't want to punch me in the throat anymore. Every time I see her in the morning, she wants to, yeah.
I know, it used to
But
happen
you
a
know,
lot.
so she kind of accepts the fact that she's going to get it done.
Uh-huh.
We're going to go our bear plank next. Let's do that thing. Mood swings. Get out here with that.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, here we go. Bear plank. Good cue that I did not hit on the first set. I want all of you guys to push down as hard as you can with those arms before we lift those knees. Go ahead, we're going. 30 seconds. Jessie's adding shoulder taps to the equation to spice it up a little bit. It's definitely okay just to hold it. I like how Matt is shaking over there just by holding. It tells me he's creating tension by pushing. That's great. 10 seconds, guys. Keep burning it. If we are touching our shoulders, make sure we're not rocking the boat with the hips. We want to be sturdy. 3, 2, done. And then everyone's going to our back for our active recovery with some core work.
You know, this is interesting because this is definitely strength training.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like the one where you're in those cardio classes where they're going here, jump, 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 jump. Those are great, but it's like, this is a sneaky workout where Matt's just sweating right now.
Yeah.
Because it's strength training.
I was about to say, if you guys can't see it from here, their chests are going up and down pretty good. There's ways to get cardio in without hitting the treadmill all the
What's
time.
this one again?
Alternating legs with hands across the chest. 30 seconds. Again, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just
Got some
gonna ask.
questions?
Yep, someone wants to know what your favorite time of day to work out is, and is it better to work out in the morning or evening?
I prefer working out in the morning after the kids go to school. If you ask Eric, he would tell you he'd be happy working out at 6 a.m. because he's an early riser. But I sleep like the kids do, so when they wake up, I wake up. And I like to work out at like 8:45 to 9:30 range.
We'll grab the bands real quick, like.
All right, grab your bands, guys.
We're gonna throw the heavy band around the knees. Heavy band around the knees.
Yep.
Has anyone asked what I'm wearing?
What?
Has anyone asked
So
what
many
I'm wearing?
people have asked.
They want to
We've gotten 20 comments about your outfit.
This one?
Heavy band around the knees. I think it's this one. And then watch behind you real quick.
Sierra wants to know, how do you stay fit when you're on tour? That's a good question.
By making it a priority.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So I've actually toured with a good bit of musicians, and I think the biggest
He's
thing.
a celebrity trainer,
No.
you guys. He trains the biggest of the stars in Nashville.
I said, how can you stay fit? And I don't mean to, you can answer this too, but I just think making it a priority and getting an early bedtime. I know it's easier said than done, but for musicians, they want to stay up late at night, right?
Well, because you have so much adrenaline. When you're done playing a show at midnight, it's so hard to go to sleep by 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You get off stage and you're greeting and telling everyone that it's been great seeing people in the room, and then you're hungry. You just
Yeah.
worked out. It is hard, but I think for me, it was making it a priority to tell my team, like, hey, we're either working out by the bus or find me like a Lifetime or a YMCA. Like, I need to go get a pass and I need to go work out, or I'm not going to feel good for that night. I want to have energy. When you work out, you get those endorphins and you get your energy. It's like a
Definitely.
drug, you guys. You just feel good and you feel like you can conquer the world for a couple hours after.
A lot of the feedback too is the musicians say they have more juice singing, more energy.
Yes,
so-
it's good for your singing. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Breath control's better.
The breath control is so much better.
Endorphins are a thing. Heavy band is going to be above the knee. The heavy band above the knee. The light band is going to be on the ankle.
Okay.
And just to even, doesn't really matter, but in terms of programming, I normally do the bands before the lifting, but I wanted to show you guys something with the bands real quick. So stationary, guys. Almost think of loading the hips, right? Notice how I immediately go bent over. I keep my shins vertical. We don't want this. And we're just gonna kick it to the left and right. We'll go left for 12, and then we'll go right for 12.
This is so good for the booty.
Yeah.
Really good. Right in this area where you want it to top.
This is really good just to activate the glutes, get them firing before lifting. Like I said, normally I'll do the bands and then lift, but 12 each way.
12.
Yep. And notice their posture, guys, right? Shoulders over toes, their butt is back, almost loading up that hip and hamstrings. You want your knee and toes traveling together. Don't let those hips and knees rotate in.
Yeah, I feel it.
So when they're done with 12, we're gonna go back, right? We're gonna go back for 12, right? Just touch that toe. Keep this leg loaded, right? You should feel that almost out of the gate. Going 12, go ahead.
All good for the butt, you guys. All the booty questions, this will freaking do it. These bands are your best friends. You can buy them, take them with you anywhere they fit in your purse. Not that you need to bring them in your purse, but when you travel, I don't need the excuse of, oh, I can't work out in a hotel. You know the amount of workouts you can do with your bands? There's been times where I've actually like bench pressed my suitcase. No excuses.
Get it done.
Oh, I'm feeling it. Right in here.
Yeah, that's good.
We've
So
got someone asking what your favorite protein powder is.
I love Sun Warrior. Sun Warrior is my favorite. It's the vegan kind. I don't feel like I get as bloated with it.
Facing me, guys, we're gonna use, we have about 3 yards to work with, right? We're just gonna actually move laterally, step, replace at hip width, work down and back, we'll go 4 times with it, right?
Pigeon toed?
I like to stay pigeon toed so that way the hip flexor is not taking over. Pigeon toe allows the glutes to actually work.
Y'all know I love these.
And our pace can be pretty good here, right? We
I
can
know, I'm
move.
sore.
See how Matt's tired? He's climbing with his hips. We want to keep the hips low and load our hamstrings and hips. Bigger step, Matt, if we can. We're just using a 4-yard space. That's all we have right now. And we're going down and back 4 times to make it 1 set. And like I said, normally I would do these bands right after the warm-up and then hit into the weightlifting. Was that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one more.
We got one more.
Go back down.
Yeah. So we'll do 2 sets on this, right? Take about a 30-second break when we get back. 30-second break, face the camera.
Woo!
Or 15, whatever it is, and then we're just going right back to the start where we go
Yep.
12 and 12.
Definitely feel it. This is where I'm feeling it. This is where we want that pop to happen.
You'll feel like you got almost like a high booty, right? When you do these, feel like that.
You do. You feel the muscles just
The glute climbs, yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's do it again. Let's run through that twice, all right? Good athletic stance, shoulders over toes. We're going lateral with it.
Yeah.
It's stationary. Yep, big step. Here we go. Nice, yep.
We've got lots of new followers.
Yay.
Julianne, Joseph, Chris, Allie, Tina,
Did you say the first one was Julianne?
Julianne G.
Okay,
It's not your wife.
I'm like, is my wife tuning in? How many Juliannes are there?
I have a friend whose last name starts with a G and her
Oh,
name's
it's-
Julianne.
okay.
So you're like, is it
Could be
your
her,
girl?
yeah.
Might be.
Again, guys, they're going 12 each way. As soon as they're done, we're gonna go back with it, right? So again, in our athletic stance, just kick that toe back and bring it right on back. That planted leg, load that hip. So in Jessie's case, that planted leg is her left leg. Almost try to reach back and load that left hip. The whole time our feet are hip width apart, we're not stacking the deck, going straight back.
These are hard.
You guys glutes on fire yet?
Oh my God, they're on fire.
After this, we're gonna go into some upper body and jump rope. They got one other band movement to do where we actually move lateral.
Yep.
They'll go down and back 4 times, and then we'll get into some upper body and jump rope.
Okay.
They need a little breather, don't they?
Yes, they're hard.
Yeah. Guys, the first thing I'm gonna talk to you guys while they do this, first thing I see when they're going right now, right? Jessie already took a break because she's getting tired. I see their knees and ankles. To show you guys, it's starting to look like this because they're tired, right? We really want to focus on that. Keep them out as we do this. Yep, pay attention to our shin angles. Our shin angles should be pretty vertical. That just means push our butt back if they're coming forward. Let's go one more. They get the idea after this.
Woo!
Big time.
This will do it. Oh!
Good.
We did it.
Bands can come off. Nice job, guys.
I want to know who's actually doing this workout with us. Anyone actually doing it, or are they saving it for later?
Brittany said she was working out with you. Sierra said she was watching. She is wondering what supplements do you really need to take daily?
To me.
Supplements?
Oh.
Yeah. Any thoughts? on
I'll
supplements?
answer, and then you guys answer. I take your typical multivitamin. I really love Karo. I really love Wellness. I really love the Target brand. I love Women's Only. Like, there's a lot of different ones that I use, but I would say it depends on the kick that I'm on. Like right now, I'm really obsessed with Love Wellness. It's not just because I'm working with them, but I really love their Sparkle Fiber. I feel like I have to use their Sparkle Fiber on a daily basis. Sometimes I don't have enough fiber in my diet. I feel like I'm just like a big meat and like potatoes, grilling veggies, and there's not enough fiber, and I know it. So to stay regular, I gotta have my fiber. So I love Sparkle Fiber. I also love Wellness, this new collagen powder. I use that, it's good for my bones. I also use just the regular multivitamin, and I also am obsessed with probiotics. I need probiotics for my stomach, that's a big one for me. And most people are very, very deficient in vitamin D. So I definitely have to take my vitamin D supplements, and one more, fish oil. I don't eat enough fish. I'm not a pescatarian like Matt. I'm the biggest carnivore in the world. I could literally survive off steak. So it's really important for me to have my fish oil. You go.
I think, well, she hit on a lot of them. I personally use just a multivitamin, and I think that's actually about it. 'Cause I always hit home on whole foods, just eating whole foods, but you know, I understand. That's why it's very, depends who you're talking to, because if people aren't hitting the whole foods, then you gotta, you know, get a supplement in there, but I'd always approach it with the whole foods with everybody.
You like to get everything from your food.
You should be getting most of
Yes.
it from your whole, foods.
But I think sometimes with women, I'm not just saying this, it's like hard. I feel like sometimes our bodies process things differently, and we need those extra supplements. I know that's crazy, but like, I gotta have that probiotic, or my lady stuff will be out of whack, and I gotta have, like, there's just certain things. I'm not gonna be down with yogurt every day, you know what I mean? What do you need, Matt?
I do whey protein or collagen protein every day. And then for vitamins, I do B12, D3, and C regularly.
Yeah,
And
I think that's good.
I do turmeric and elderberry sometimes, but
Ooh.
yeah.
And I give the kids a multivitamin every day. I think it's important. I try to give the kids fish oil as much as I can, because I also feel like kids don't eat enough fish. They're so weird about fish. So that's a big one that I like. But hopefully they're putting it in my shop. I definitely recommend Love Wellness. And I'm telling you, it's not just because I work with them. I actually was using Love Wellness before I started partnering with them, and I ordered it off of Amazon. And I fell in love with the products, and then I reached out and was like, can we work together? Because I like partnerships that are organic, and this one is as organic as it gets. I'm obsessed. Anyway, okay.
All right. The next one, I'll give you guys the demo. Ladies, you're probably gonna grab anywhere from 8 to 12 pounds. Jessie has 12 pounds here. I gave Matt 30 pounds, but essentially it's gonna be a deadlift to a press. We do this one a lot with Jessie. So your feet are gonna be wide. I'll give you this angle right here. I put the dumbbells out in front of me, and then I'm just gonna tilt them down as I sit. Right here, you're gonna touch, curl press, and go. So it looks like a deadlift to a press, right? Deadlift to a press. They're gonna go 12 reps on that, and then we'll go right into a jump rope. So deadlift to press, again, wide base of the feet. Tilt the dumbbells down. You squat with it. Once those dumbbells hit, we do not want to sink our hips like that, which is why we're tilting down, and then curl press. I'm going to show you guys some as they go. Guys, the big reason why this is called a deadlift is because our hips are not in line with our knees. When they touch, we want to look at this more. The hips should be higher than our knees. That ultimately is what makes it a deadlift.
Here.
Yep, so tilt them down so we know when to stop. So tilt them down, like that. Boom, got it? Yep.
Doing right?
Going 12, yeah. 12 reps. I'm gonna put Matt at about 8 reps because he's going a little bit heavier. And ideally, I don't want to see too slow of movements, right? Touch and go. I got Matt during the week, and normally we're lifting a little bit heavier for him, so this is a little bit new stuff for him.
Well, because we just worked out.
Yeah, he just worked out.
So ultimately we need 2 workouts in. All for you guys.
Yeah. Feel that one.
Taylor, ask us some questions.
All right, I know we were kind of talking about it earlier, but someone was asking again, how many days a week should you do cardio versus strength?
Great
Is there a
question.
good way to switch it up?
Well, I'll answer that one. I'm a big advocate on 3 days a week with strength training. And then you can do your light cardio on Tuesday, Thursdays, not off days. Ultimately, because the main goal is to improve body count for most people. And the way to do that is build more muscle so you can burn more at rest. How do you burn more at rest? By getting muscle. How do you get muscle? By strength training. There's a lot of different ways you can strength train. It's really how you enjoy it, right? Whether it's high reps and lightweight, or low reps and heavyweight. But I think there should be a mixture of both. The 3 days a week is a general rule of thumb on that. I personally go 5. Jessie normally goes 3 to 4.
It's been 5 lately.
It's been 5 lately.
He's telling you to chill out.
I've actually told her to back off on 5 because I think she's getting over.
Exhausted?
She's just exhausted. She comes in and she's lost her juice. So I've actually asked her to cut back on Tuesday, Thursdays and do a little bit more low intensity cardio for that.
Sierra chimed in and said she is doing the workout with us now.
Thanks,
Nice.
girl. Brittany has a question.
She asked if you still use South Beach.
I don't use any diet program anymore. I'm not at that phase in my life. The phase I'm at in my life is to build muscle, eat whole foods. When I did diet programs, it's because I had a baby, and I needed it for that, and I wanted to lose baby weight. But I'm not at that phase in my life anymore. I'm done having kids, and for me, it's building muscle, getting, strength is just a different chapter. So, no more diet programs right now. No dieting.
No, yeah. Well, dieting, honestly.
Eating well, eating whole foods.
Dieting, there's always an end date, right? I get doing a jumpstart thing, but you kind of want to pick up habits where there's no end date. You want to pick up habits that you can sustain long term. That's why when I hear people they got a juice cleanse, that's too big of a jump. I prefer just to pick up small healthy habits, add one, do it for 2 weeks. Once you've done it for 2 weeks, add another one. Slowly build it.
But I understand sometimes, and you don't love this, but I understand wanting to do a jump start. Like I've done certain fasting things, or maybe as soon as I came back from being on a trip, I did not a fast, but a fast sort of mimicking thing for a few days, just to cleanse, restart. But it's not for a weight loss situation. But I don't think there's anything wrong with doing those things. If you have a goal in mind, you got to go with what works for your body and what place you're in for you. So if you have a goal to lose a certain amount of weight because you want to feel better, you want to have more energy, be more active, those are the goals you have to set for yourself. But what's going to work for me isn't going to work for Matt, is not going to work for Kevin. We're all different. So you have to really listen to your body, educate yourself, and go, what is going to work for me and my fitness and health goals? And so that's what I started doing for myself. Going, you know what? I'm going to take care of me and what I need. What is a tip for someone trying to lose baby weight? If you're nursing, I always say don't diet right now. If you're breastfeeding right now, focus on breastfeeding your baby. There's nothing wrong with going on nice walks around your neighborhood. Just do your slow cardio, but take your time and don't focus on that. Focus on your baby. It'll come off eventually. After your baby turns 1, that's when I'm like, you know what, let's kick things into gear. And I'm ready, you're healed, your baby's a little older. But I like to just tell everyone to just take your time. Mary, how soon did you start working out after having a baby? So I had C-section, so I had to wait a little bit longer. So for me, before I started really working out, you're supposed to wait 6 to 8 to 12 weeks. I really like to wait about 3 to 5 before I really started working out heavily, but that doesn't mean I wasn't active.
I'm gonna say this real quick to add on that. I think one thing that really depends on that is how active were you prior to pregnancy, and also how active were you during pregnancy. Because if you get pregnant, you should not be starting to work out for the first time ever. You gotta have some sort of background in it, and also that also dictates how quick you should jump back into it. Is how much were you training before and during? So.
Yep.
What next?
What next? So, hey, I had them do a deadlift to press, a jump rope. I'm gonna give them a core movement for active recovery. It's called a sprinter sit-up. I'm gonna have Jessie do the modified version. I'll have Matt do the normal version. We'll see if he's able to do it. But this is how it works, guys, right? From our back, we're gonna have a little bit of a knee bend. Hollow out, meaning lift the head and shoulders up, no full back space. And then we just stand up and we rotate as we go back. The normal version would be both legs stay at 6 inches, and as you come up, you just take one leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, and go with it.
Okay.
I'll give you guys a 30-second timer with this, right? So a modified version would be to keep both feet down, a little bit of a knee bend, right there, good. And if her right elbow is coming up, she wants to meet that left knee, so you're kind of rotating at the top. In Matt's case, we're gonna try to start the normal sprinter sit up, and we wanna lift this leg, right? So whatever leg you're meeting in the middle with, we wanna lift that. And then Matt's doing the normal version where legs are at 6 inches. He's doing the same concept. As he comes up, he's meeting that opposite knee in the middle, and he's doing pretty good. And as he falls back, both legs extend. 5 seconds, and then we're gonna be up on our feet. 3, 2, 1, that's good. I think they had a good healthy break talking, so we could jump right into it if they don't got questions.
We've got some more followers, Asia, Brianna, Christina.
All right, welcome you guys.
So we'll grab the dumbbells, 30s Matt, we'll go 8 reps with you. And then 12s with Jessie, yeah. So we're going deadlift to press, again, wide base, right? Wide base, dumbbells in front, tilt them down. Give me a good hinge. Jessie's going 12 reps with a little bit of lighter weight. She's at moderate weight for her. She's doing pretty good with the weight. And Matt's going 8 reps with a little bit of heavier weight. He's at 30s. I think you got the hang of it. That's good, hang of it, yeah. 12 reps with Jessie, 8 reps with Matt, and then they're gonna go a 30-second jump rope. I'll give Matt some room to jump. If you are not a good jump roper, you can literally just grab a line and just go over and back. Or you can even do the Muhammad Ali shuffle where you just go here. Anything with fast feet, just keeping you moving. But for 30 seconds, we'll go 3, 2, 1, go. A little tight. Taylor's trying not to get hit. At least he's got a fan right now. 15 seconds, guys. 15. 10. 5. That's time. Good. Sprinter sit-ups are next. Modified version for Jessie. And our normal version for Matt.
So the reason why I'm modifying is because of the C-sections. My core is not the way it used to be. And sometimes there's certain ab workouts that can affect the I can't ever say it right. Diastasis recti, yes. So my abs are literally here and here. They're completely split apart, which is why I have some back problems. But there's certain workouts that can like kind of make it worse. So a lot of times, if you're like me and you have that problem, it's okay to modify.
Okay.
30 seconds, ready? 3, 2, watch your head there, Matt. If you want to scoot up a little bit. Yep.
Brittany said she's sweating.
Good. Woo!
Brianna said she's going to be doing this workout later.
Love it. When you guys are doing sprinter sit-ups, pay attention to how you're falling back, right? We want to hollow out, right? So when you fall back, in Jessie's case, we want to keep them shoulder blades up and head up. So we're not opening that rib cage as we fall. 3, 2, done. Matt said, I have enough.
I called it.
I'm good.
Well, I needed today. I had a good time yesterday. It was Bubby's party. His birthday is Wednesday.
Okay.
So we had Bubby's birthday party. And I had a lot of good food.
She had a lot of good food.
But he said good. We're gonna have a lot of like energy from the party yesterday to get a good workout in, and here we are. We're on workout too.
Yep. Do we have enough time for one more, or?
We absolutely do. If we can get it in 10 minutes, then I can like chit chat with everyone and ask questions. And
Love it.
wrap up.
We're gonna grab light weights for Matt, which would be in the, let's say the 12-pound range. We'll actually grab the 20s for him. We actually just did this in the workout prior to getting on there. Jessie,
Yep.
the women at home, you guys can grab 6s, right? 6, 7s. She's got 9s. Jessie, you can grab 7s.
Okay.
I do this one a lot with Jessie just because some stuff we have to avoid. This is an easy one to hit the shoulders, but it's a 3-way shoulder raise. So the first one, we're going to start with soft knees, right? Dumbbells in front. We're just going to crank out 8 of these for 8 front raises, 8 lateral raises, and then we'll go 8 reverse flies when you're done. It's called a 3-way shoulder.
Woo!
Front first.
Front raise for 8 first, and then lateral raise for 8. Yeah. Order doesn't really matter. It's about getting it done. When we do the raises, we want shoulder height. We don't need to go above it, right? If you look at Jessie's legs, she's pretty straight. I'm gonna ask her to actually give me softer knees. So exactly, see how her hips got loaded a little bit more there?
Please scare me.
Yeah. And those dumbbells should fall in front on the lateral raises, right? And then the reverse fly, you're getting that middle back, right? We want a tabletop, flat back, and you're going wide. Matt's got tight hamstrings, you can't really tell, but he struggles with getting into this position.
Those will get you.
Yep, good. And then we're gonna do what's called a plank push-ups. Matt's gonna show you the plank push-ups. We do not do this one with Jessie.
Because of my new boobies. So we can't do those.
So I'm gonna
with
show
me.
you, if you got that issue at home, we'll show you what we do instead.
Kevin's like, did she just say that?
Yeah, well, whatever.
They
I'm used to
know.
it.
They know. We're very professional, but they know.
We'll kick those dumbbells aside, Matt. So plank push-up, right? I'm gonna ask Matt to go on the low plank, elbows and toes. Jessie's gonna go to a push-up position, right? A push-up position, she's gonna go shoulder taps. On this one, we're gonna go 30 seconds. Push-up, a push-up plank is here, or a plank push-up, right? Okay. Going right there, good. So Jessie did something like this a little bit before. This one's not so taxing on the legs, like the bear plank shoulder taps.
I feel it in my core.
But this
More than
is
anything.
a big time core movement here, right? So push up position. She's getting tired. See how that boat's rocking? We want to keep that sturdy. We'll let Hayden go 30 seconds. So we got 10 seconds left. If you're over here doing plank push-ups, I like to go 15 seconds initiating the movement with one arm, and then the next 15 initiate it with the other arm. Just keep it symmetrical. That's time right there, good. And then we'll go back to the start with a 3-way shoulder. 3-way shoulder. This one you don't need a ton of rest. You're working a small muscle group, so you can kind of go right to it.
All right.
So 3-way shoulder, 8 reps with the front raise first. Again, we're looking for shoulder height, soft knees, so we're not just completely straight. Allows you to keep your core engaged when we do that. Soft knees. Yeah, and then a little bit of hinge. Right there you go.
Oh, woo! Oh man,
Uh-huh.
he's gonna get ya.
Front raise, lateral raise, reverse fly, 8, 8, 8. Taylor, you gotta do this workout next.
I know.
I usually in workout clothes. I'm not. I
Should
would have
do
done it. Literally first time in jeans. For like weeks.
You were not ready for the occasion.
I'm so bummed. I would have done it. I need to work out.
Guys, a reminder on the reverse fly. I'm gonna keep talking unless I get told to be quiet. So on the reverse flies, make sure you're going wide and you're not getting the stretch just by dragging back. You want a slight elbow bend and go wide.
Are you passively talking to me?
Yeah, exactly. Get your life right.
Yes. We got some more questions.
We do.
We have so many.
We've got a few. Let's see. How many dumbbells and which weights do you think are best for at-home workouts?
Like
They wanna-
weights wise?
Yeah, like I guess different pounds, and then which.
So I think I like to go from, it's good to have a variation. I'll use anything from 6 pounds all the way up to 20 pounds. It just depends on what you're doing. So I was just using 7 pounds. That is like enough for this kind of workout. This is mostly to tone, I'd say, rather than,
Well, it's just a small muscle group, so you don't need a ton of weight for that.
yeah. How many times a week do you work out? I work out 3 to 4 times a week. Brittany says, please do more of these. Thank you. I love doing these. What else we got?
Or people asking about how you stay motivated just when your, schedule gets busy and.
Because I just feel better. I feel better after I work out. I have more energy, just everything. And I think that's what motivates me, but also I see results. I'm getting more toned. My legs are getting even stronger. I've noticed that like my butt's starting to pop out a little bit more. Those things, I want to feel good. I want to feel strong. And I feel like when you start to see those results, that is what motivates you. You're like, oh my God, this is working. I'm seeing these changes. And
Can I say something
feel
to you
better.
too?
Yeah.
Motivation's not always going to be there. Jessie does a heck of a job. She's a busy woman, and motivation isn't there every day, and that's fine. But the principle of being consistent, showing up every day, is the habit you created. So when the motivation's gone, you don't even need the motivation. You just do it. And I think she does a heck of a job doing that.
Thanks, Kevin.
If you want to see the results, check out the Should Have Known Better music video.
Plug.
I did work my ass off for that video. And that's true. That's a good point. And that's not just a plug. But if you look at my other videos versus that video,
Yeah.
this is the most muscular and toned I've ever been in my life. And I do feel like it showed my efforts a little bit in that video. I have never had like abs like that before. And so it was like, it felt good that all my hard work, paid off. And all the times I didn't want to work out or had a headache or a migraine or like just didn't feel good or I'm exhausted, it's like I powered through and worked around it. And so I just feel like if I can do it, you can. Listen, I had 3 children. I gained 55 pounds with the first one. I got up to 163 pounds. I'm 5'1". Like, I've been a small person in my life, but I've been every size at this point. And my point is, like, if I can work my butt off and get in shape and stay consistent, like, I know you can too. And I have some restrictions as well with the C-sections. And I mean, the boobs were my own fault, but the boobs or like the migraines and the headaches, sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. But I can do it, you can absolutely do it. And I'm just here to tell you that. Okay, what else?
WK is asking if you always work out with a trainer.
Oh, I usually kind of worked out by myself or did a class. I had a trainer in New York with Eric for the Jets for a little bit. but never really consistently. And so Matt was the one that really pushed me to start working out with Luke, and it was a game changer. So I wanted to treat myself at the top of the year, something I'd never really done before. I never really treated myself to a trainer, and I'm always like, oh, I can do it myself, or I don't need to spend money on something like that, or whatever it was. But that just, it motivates me, because sometimes I don't have that my own self-motivation, and so it's something that was important to me, and so, yeah, now I do, now I'm a trainer.
Brittany said just after watching this video, she just signed it back up to go to the gym.
Oh, right, girl.
Love it.
I love this. I love this. Do we have anything? That was it, right? No.
I think, did we do 2 sets of that?
Yes.
Yeah, we did, yeah. That's all I had for you.
I'd like to do one more round of the arms for me.
Let's do it. Up the 3-way shoulder?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this one. Okay.
And even, while they're doing that, in terms of programming at home, right, when you do this on your own, the 3-way shoulder, they're doing 2 sets, or I guess for most of the stuff we did 2 sets for the sake of the video, but it is good to hit 3 sets on the smaller muscle groups. The big muscle groups, your legs, your shoulders, like the pressing of the shoulders, you can hit obviously 5 sets on them. You can wear those push the bigger movements out more.
Woo!
WK also asked, what do you look for in workout gear? I am always likely to work out if I have something I feel confident in.
You know, that's also something I decided to invest in. I never really spent money or cared about workout clothes. I was just like, this is silly. I'd wear sleeping shorts. And sometimes I wouldn't even wear shoes, you guys. I know, it's outrageous. So I just decided to start spending money and also designing really cute workout clothes. It was actually Jessica Payne, my best friend, that inspired me to start wearing cute workout stuff. Because it makes you feel better. I don't feel sloppy when I wear this. I literally just wear pajamas to work out.
Did you really? Time to upgrade.
I did, I used to.
Matt is doing the plank push-ups, starting from a low plank, working up to a push-up. Jessie is doing shoulder taps from a straight arm plank, right? 30 seconds each way on this one. 20 seconds left. Reminder, if you're doing the straight arm plank push-ups, or the shoulder taps like Jessie, make sure you're pushing down as hard as you can on that, right? The straight arm shoulder taps. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and done. Nice.
So let's review these products, you guys. There's certain ones that we didn't use, just because they weren't a part of the workout today. But get yourself some dumbbells. I recommend getting 7 pounds, 5 pounds, 12 to 15, even to 20 pounds. I recommend doing that. Get yourself a jump rope. Get yourself these bands. There's other bands we also like to use that we didn't use today. But some of these longer bands are also really good to have because you can do all kinds of workouts with them. We'll do overhead ones as well, pull. So definitely put these in your cart. Get yourself a yoga mat if you don't have a soft place to work out. These foam rollers, I use these all day long. I have a bad back. If someone wants to show them how to use that. Eric loves that. Eric will use it on his legs. He rolls out his thighs, he rolls out his back, he rolls out everything. You can roll out your glutes. This thing is a lifesaver. That is definitely one to invest in. Kevin's not a big fan of the ankle weights, but if you are just going to a school or a high school and you want to walk around the track, put these on your wrists or put these on your ankles. It just makes it a little bit harder. I used these a lot after the babies. So that's why, they're old looking. I used the heck out of these after the babies just because I didn't want to do heavy weights because we just had the baby and my surgery for the C-section. So I didn't want to be lifting anything and pulling. So just putting these on my wrist and ankle just gave it make it a little extra harder. So if you just had a baby, this is probably a good thing to get. What else am I missing here? yeah, the sliders. You know, Eric likes the sliders, and I wonder why.
I like them.
You do.
Yeah.
You want to give us an example? of
Well,
what
it doesn't slide here a little bit. Well, it does. You can do a lot of different stuff. You can do single arm push-ups
Yep.
right here, or you can do a mountain climber. This might be more fitting for our audience.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Get you that booty and the core. Yeah, those are good. I'm trying to think what else we love to use here. Honestly, everything you saw is what we use. Anything else that's not in here wouldn't be realistic because then I don't use it. So everything I showed you, oh, there's a yoga mat behind you, but everything that you saw us use is what we actually use and work out, or I use. And then after this, I will go help myself to a nice protein shake. I think I have all that information in my cart as well. Yeah. But listen, you guys, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you to Matt. Thank you to Kevin Klug for stepping in, our amazing trainer. I hope this was really helpful and you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. Maybe we'll get to do this again. But just remember, you got this. Start now. Start today. You'll feel so much better if you do it. You're a strong, confident woman or man, and work it. Own it. And have a lovely Monday. Go get 'em!